Today is a fall day. Okay, we're still in August, I know. But these are some of my favorite videos to watch. Preparing for fall decorating with me kind of style videos. We're not actually doing any decorating in this video, but we're gonna do some other fall things. I am kicking it off strong. We're gonna make some sort of pumpkin syrup sauce situation. The pumpkin sauce is gonna be the star of the show, but also I think I wanna make like a vanilla chai syrup. So we're gonna do some kitchen-y things.
Bring them into the fold, bring them into this conversation. This small action helps more women hear that progress doesn't need perfect conditions, because guess what?
Okay, I was listening to a podcast, but y'all, I had to just pull out the camera because I am in my self-proclaimed fall sweater. I've worn this sweater for years and years, several falls. It's a Free People set, but I'm just wearing it as a sweater today because I couldn't find the pants. But I'm wearing a fall sweater in August because the high today, the high is 71 degrees. Come on, somebody. Fall is here. Fall is right around the corner, and I'm so excited about it. Just had to share. We made it to the thrift store, so let's go on in and see what we can find. Did anyone else grow up listening to that song? Not me doing like the mother sway, as if I'm holding my baby or one of my children. Anyone grow up listening to that song? I did. My parents, honestly, they got divorced when I was a kid, but which was a bummer, right? But something they did right, something they both did incredibly right, was raise me and my sister on great music. They did a lot of other things right too, like a lot of integral good things right. My mom, incredible. My dad's great, great parents. But this is not really about them. All I'm saying is I think I have an incredible taste in music, and so much of it I attribute to them. They had such a diverse and I want to say like webbed or intricate, unique, eclectic music taste, right? They loved, both of them. And so we listened to, like, both my parents loved Michael Jackson and Prince, but also Dixie Chicks and Shania Twain, and then Fleetwood Mac and Earth, Wind and Fire, like incredible music. Nora Jones, oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. If you're a 90s baby, you potentially also were raised on some of those similar artists, but Fleetwood Mac continues to be one of my faves, Nora Jones too. I mean, all of them are run through my veins for sure. But this time of year, cozy season, right? Almost. We're almost there, and I don't know, but yeah, back to Landslide. That song is so emotional. Jeez. So many layers. But a fave, just a fave. Anyway, okay, the water's boiling. Using brown sugar. I think people say it's better to use like half and half. Honestly, use what you have. If you only have white sugar, use that. If you only have brown sugar, use that. Use what you have. If you don't have any sugar, you could probably use honey or maple syrup as well. Get this little kind of, what is this, a spatula. Mix in the sugar and the water. And this is the cool thing. If you just are not doing like a chai, this can just be a simple syrup for coffees, you know? Just the 1-in-1 cup of water and a cup of sugar. And why I think people like to make a simple syrup or any kind of syrup, a cinnamon syrup or a brown sugar syrup or whatever, it just mixes into coffees better. I guess especially if you're an iced coffee person. I don't really mind the like texture, especially in hot coffees, and I'm mostly a hot coffee person, but I do also like iced coffee too. So anyway, making a syrup is just fun, and I feel like it's just a fancy, kind of fanciful little thing. This pot I have is just way too shallow. And we're using what we have. Don't let the fact that you don't have the right tools all the time stop you from trying new things, okay? Okay, so I put 5 tea bags in here. Like I said, I'm gonna let this come together a little bit more. We'll let the sugar dissolve, and then I'll pour it over top of here, let it sit for a few minutes, and I'll report back. Good morning, friends. I'm getting a little tool from my pantry to rig you up while I make some coffee. Okay, I am rigging up the sugar. Cheers. You may or may not know, but many of my Fridays are kind of like productive Fridays. I don't know how much longer this kind of rhythm is going to last, but for now, while we're still in our productive Friday, mostly freed up schedule, taking advantage of it. I feel like summer in general presents a lot of lack of consistency, lack of routine, lack of schedule, which I already really struggle with. Another story for another day. But because of that, Fridays have been a little hit or miss over the summer. And I don't know what the fall is going to look like. I definitely don't know what the winter is going to look like. But any Friday, or really any day, but specifically any Friday that I do have a window of time, I really do try to lock in and hone in. And this is a good first step. Also some food. I did already have some eggs earlier, but this is like my first like USA. Baby's napping, and I'm going to lock in. I used to feel like the roadblock of getting ready would always stop me from starting. And I'm just kind of trying to get over that roadblock because honestly, it's just not realistic to always be ready. Like, you know what I mean? Like dressed and whatever. This is not what I slept in, but I just threw this on in the morning because it's chilly and we've got our coffee, and I washed my face, brushed my teeth, and threw my hair back in a bun. It's what you're getting. And I'm okay with that. Let's think. On the agenda today, I honestly have to do some like kind of boring grown-up life things. I really need to make a doctor's appointment. I need to do some like prep for my son's school because we're doing like part-time situations. So he's in classroom sometimes and he's at home sometimes. So I need to prep for that and like respond to some emails, get some school supplies. Not boring, but just like things I've been kind of putting off. I need to get those things done today. Doctor's appointment, confirm a dentist appointment, do some school prep for on my end with the home-based stuff, but also answer some teacher emails for the school-based stuff. We got a big pile of dishes, which have been okay for the time, but should definitely clean. Would love to go on a walk. It's not so boring. Would love that. Maybe, honestly, would love to journal. I don't think that will end up happening until tonight, but if that does end up happening tonight, because I just think there's so many things in the day, I really need to do some like short form. I don't really need to, but I would really love to get some short form content like batched out, because that's for me the easiest way. I was talking with a friend about this, and I'm like, for me, it's nearly impossible to create content the same day and just post it the next day. I pretty much batch everything, at least like a week out or a few days out at the very least. It's just, my life is too go, and I want to be way too present with my kids to sit there and try to record something fresh every day. So it's still authentic to me because it's like, it's within the same time frame. It's the same general idea, but yeah, I'm not gonna post like a day in my life or like I don't know what I wore today, and it's like the exact same thing. On stories, maybe it's a little different, but even on stories, sometimes I'll like do it a day before, or like post a story of a photo from the day before or a couple days before. That just works for me, especially if I want this to be sustainable, which I really do. But yeah, would love to work on some YouTube stuff. I have like so many pending things for YouTube, video wise, and like clips, and things I need to edit and just go through. So, all right, enough yapping. Let's get to our task list. I feel like first things first is the dreaded doctor's appointment. And the problem for me is that I have to find a new doctor because I had an old doctor who was in a different town. I just need to find a new doctor. So that's first. So let's grab my laptop, and if you need to make a doctor's appointment, here's your sign. Call your doctor or call a doctor and make an appointment. Let's do it. Thing about me, I actually keep my laptop in our kitchen island right now. It just makes the most sense because I'm always down here. I don't have an office or anything formal, so yeah. Let me know what you guys are thinking, by the way, about this like camera setup. I kind of am living for it, but it's also a little weird how it tracks my face. But it's kind of cool. Like you saw that, that's like auto stuff. So I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I have my laptop out and open because honestly, anything that I don't have to do on my phone, I don't want to do on my phone. So I kind of already started the search, but all right, don't get distracted. I'm already getting distracted. The only time I like to go on Facebook is for Marketplace. Anybody else? And I've been on Marketplace a lot lately, looking for like little school things and just little things for the home. So I got some Marketplace messages back. Okay, don't get distracted. Anyway, I was just calling to make an appointment. I would be a new patient. 10:15. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay. That was so much easier than I thought. Took about what? Let's see how long the call was. I maybe searched on my computer for, let's say 10 minutes, but really 5 minutes because the additional 5 minutes was Marketplace. So 10 minutes there, 5 minutes there, whatever. And then the call was 6 minutes. So 15 minutes, doing a little thing, check off the list. I feel so much better. Also, at first, the appointment wasn't going to be until January. Then I was like, you know what, let's just do it. Because in my head, I thought, if I say no and try to look for something else and something's going to happen, a kid's going to wake up. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just going to be off of this task. So booked the appointment regardless, knowing January. And then at the end of the, like, taking all my info, she's like, oh, actually, there's a cancellation in 2 weeks from now. So I have an appointment in 2 weeks, which I'm not excited about. Like, I'm not excited to go to a doctor. No, I'm not excited to have them take my weight or tell me things or share things. No, I'm really not excited for any of it. But I am excited to take care of my health. I am excited to be seen by somebody who knows more than me and is a professional. And I'm excited to just kind of continue caring for my life. Doctor is not that fun. It's not like a woohoo, yeah, let's do it kind of thing. But also taking care of yourself is a blessing. And, you know, so I'm grateful. I'm excited. And I'm just happy that I don't have to wait until January. Because honestly, that was making me a little nervous. I was like, dang, January? And I was going to just probably call another place and like book this appointment just to have it in the books and then call somewhere else. But now we have an appointment in 2 weeks. All right, on to the next task. Next thing on the list is dishes. You can't see them, but they're piled high. So let's take care of this because I feel like the second my dishes are done, it's so much easier to pick up the rest of our kitchen and living space. So, going to do a little time-lapse B-roll situation here. See how much we can get done. How cute is the little squirrel mommy with the pink and yellow? I'm obsessed. I went from being a neutral sponge, like literally I would seek out brown sponges because the green would just throw me off. I still don't love the green, like the, you know, standard, I don't know, I grew up with those like green sponges. I love the color green, but the green sponges threw me off. Honestly, solid yellow throws me off too, but the pink with the yellow, cute. All right, continue, I'm wasting time. Okay, nearly done. I have one pan soaking and then I'm gonna wash out my cup. So the pan that's soaking, do you have any tips for not caking on eggs to your stainless steel? I can't seem to figure it out, but I have got a baby awake, so I will catch you guys later. But thanks for hanging with me this morning. And I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Maybe in the afternoon, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But I gotta get ready. Gotta go get my wedding ring on, get dressed, get clean, do my hair, and feel a little bit more alive. However, tackling the dishes, I will say I feel a lot better already. House is still a mess. I have more to go, but feeling better. So, gonna grab the baby, get ready, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, this is the setup for getting ready. Got a little mirror and the makeup and of course a lip gloss instead of toys. But this is how I will quickly get ready. So we're ready for the day. Still working on coffee and I heated myself up some pumpkin bread. I made this the other day. It's so good. Hold on. It's quite a little healthier tasting than honestly I would normally go for. But I wanted to make a healthy pumpkin bread, or at least try. I've never tried before. So yeah. I don't know. I feel good about my kids eating this one. And like they don't have to have like such a small taste, but I feel good about them eating like a piece. Will I make it again? Maybe for them. I don't love it, but with coffee, it's pretty good. But yeah, to me, it's like, it's mid, but it's nice because I just love pumpkin flavor so much. Always have, always will. Don't care how basic it makes me. I love it, love it. Fall is my favorite season of all. And although I'm really loving this summer and like really embracing colorful living and summer heart, you know, like joy in my soul, it's really good. That can transcend the season. And so I'm very excited for fall. So this was a nice like dip your toe in because I really do like to bake. It's a little fun hobby that when I have time, I like to do. I gotta go get my baby. Okay, this has been really fun. Picking up the camera, putting it down, little spurts of the day. Outfit change. Wait, is it gonna shake? Yeah. Outfit change. I really wasn't kidding. I wear a million different clothes in a day, but it is almost 4 o'clock now and the sun is shining and it's so gorgeous. But of course, it's a nap time for little ones. So that means that I am going to get some work done. because it's so sunny, I really should record something. Like this is earlier during first snap, I was recording little like shorts and clips and whatnot. And the sun was awful and it was gloomy and it was about to rain and all the things. And now the sun is like shining beautifully. And I don't know if you can tell, but I can totally tell. Like the camera looks so bright. It'd be a great time to record some short form content. However, I'm already in cozy clothes and I'm already out of that vibe. But what I am going to do is record some audio for one short form clip and maybe post it. We'll see. So I wanted to actually bring you along to do that. Prop you up. I made like a very quick reel today. Let me show you. There's no sound yet because I have to do that part. So I'm gonna put some sound and music to it. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of like ideas for what to share on Instagram that is effortless and authentic and true to me, but also doesn't take a ton of extra time, because I want to put most of my focus and energy and time consuming efforts into YouTube, and then let like Instagram be a overflow. I don't know how to effectively repurpose my content on YouTube. On Instagram, from YouTube to Instagram. If you have any ideas, tips or tricks, let a girl know, because I really don't know. But yeah, all right, let me record this voiceover. I didn't write a script for it or anything. Usually I will try to like write something up on my iPad so that I'm not redoing this a million times, but I kind of think I know what I want to say. I look a little, wait, is my eye makeup a little smudgy? No. No, right? Okay. The first clip, it looks a little tired. Sure kind of series where weekly I will be showing you and telling you a little bit of, okay. Pressure kind of series where weekly I will be showing and telling you a little bit of, follow along if you want some tips and tricks and some cutie inspo. More in the caption. Let's see how it sounds. Let's just listen. Welcome to Show and Tell. This is so loud. I know I can auto adjust that, but hold on. This is a low effort, low pressure kind of series where each along for fresh inspiration, tips, tricks, little hacks. Welcome to Show and Tell. This is a low effort, low pressure kind of series where each week it's exporting, writing a caption.